Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's Profit Maximizing Moment. The show is dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. I'm your host and coach, Wayne Bilal. I'm also the founder of a local CPA firm that works with business owners to help them make more money and keep more of it from the IRS. We do that with our profit coaching programs and our tax planning systems, which have saved our clients over $7 million over the last 5, 6 years. I've lost track. All legally. Like I said, I love my clients, but I don't want to share jealous with them. By the way, this is tax planning season right now. We're starting early so that people have time. So if your guy has, really the simple question is, when's the last time your tax preparer came to you and said, hey, I can help you save money? If they haven't, then you're not getting tax planning. So you might want to give us a holler, or at least call your CPA and ask them. Today, we're going to be talking about how to analyze your product mix to maximize your profits. We've been spending a lot of time on that because I do financial analysis, and it seems like 9 times out of 10, if a company's not doing well, it almost always has to do with they're just not working on their gross profit. They're not working on their cost of goods sold. They're not doing the tons of things that we have. So I spend a lot of time on that because that's where I have the biggest impact. But first, support for today's show is brought to you by Profit Maximizing Publisher, which published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flows, shrinking margins, and an evaporating customer base. In this book, you will find chapter after chapter, idea after idea about how you can turn around your business and reset your profits from red to black in 90 days or fewer. Even if you're making money, there's tons of ideas in this book, including some of the things we've been talking about over the last few months that will definitely help you increase your profits, or keep your profits where they are when we're being squeezed with inflation and we're in officially a recession. Okay, the last 10 times we had 2 straight quarters of negative growth or shrinkage or contraction of the economy. How many times do we call that a recession? All 10. But you got to give Biden and his administration points for trying to change the English language on that too. Sorry, that's been the official definition going back 60, 70 years. We're going to use it here because why not? That way we have some consistency, which is an accounting function. Today, we're going to talk, like I said, analyzing your product mix and maximizing your profits. Today's marketing managers devote their energies to firming up the 4 P's of marketing, which, in case you don't know what they are, they're product, price, promotion, and the place where it's distribution. Many marketing professionals, I used to be able to talk once upon a time, regard the product as the most important P of all. I tend to think you need a hungry customer. I think that was Dan Kennedy that said that if he was going to open a restaurant, what did he want? He said a hungry customer. Pretty sure it was him. Might have been one of his partners. I'm not sure. Anyways, most marketing professionals believe that the most direct path to sales growth is to focus on the customer and ascertain what the person needs or wants, and then offer the product at correct prices that is designed to satisfy those wants or needs. That's obviously what marketing is. I mean, go back and listen to that again. Effective management of a company's product or service mix calls for a lot of proficiency in multiple areas. Here's a few. Sales forecast. You need to be able to do sales forecast. Otherwise, if you can't do sales forecast, how do you know how much product to have available? All right. One of the things I ran into when I was at Coca-Cola was we would put things on sale and not tell the production department. So if we were doing a July 4th or a Thanksgiving sale, that's my dog who's being weird back there. Anyways, that's not me honking. if you don't have the product for a holiday, too bad if you have it the next day. So that doesn't matter. Determining the quantity of goods or services needed to attain those forecasted sales. That's what I'm talking about. Making modifications within, additions to, and deletions from the product line. Adding things to it, deleting things from the product line as the customer's needs and wants change or as new products are put into market. Hold on a second. Jesse, what are you doing? Hi. Come here, say hi. So people believe me that it's you making the noise. Say hi. Hi. There you go. Oh, yes. There you go. She's back there chewing on something. So if you hear something in the background, it's not me. So, this is my dog. I brought her to keep her company. to keep us coming. And then buying our goods or services or creating them for resale. To consolidate and improve your product line, when I'm working with a client, we use the 80-20 rule. This rule is a rough but useful guide for making decisions in the product management area. In fact, you'll find, truthfully, 80-20 rule works in most aspects of your business operations. How is the 80-20 rule useful? 80% of the products in your product line will bring in only about 20% of the customer sales. Weird, isn't it? 80% of the orders submitted by a sales force were written usually by about 20% of the sales force. It kind of seems to work out, and vice versa. It goes on and on. 80% of your customers bring in 20% of your profits and 20% of your sales. So what you need to know, which 80%, which 20% are bringing in the 80% is what I meant to say. So monitor your product lines regularly. Shortly after the close of each year, and truthfully, I think you should do this quarterly, prepare your product sales data with the following information: units sold, sales dollars per product, cost of goods sold per product, and gross profit per product. Again, number of units sold, sales dollars per product, cost of goods sold per product, and gross profit per product, so you know what you're making. Put it on a spreadsheet or something, sort it from best sellers to worst, then red flag and evaluate the lowest 20% on each list. One by one, thoughtfully examine each product before deciding to drop an item from your line. Try to find answers to such questions as, to what can we attribute its lackluster product performance? All right. Was it priced too high? Was it priced too low? Did people think it was so low it must not be that good? All right. Were its sales affected negatively by some competitive item in our own line? Maybe we're cannibalizing something. All right. Maybe a competitor is doing something better than we are. How much more could we have sold if we had promoted the product properly? And does it make sense to promote it properly? Does it have enough gross profit to do so? Is the item in the decline stage of the product life cycle? Every product has a life cycle. Is something out there better, newer? Take a look and see. Can we redesign the product to make it more saleable, make it more attractive to the customer? Can we locate an untapped market for the product? Is this product required as an add-on on a higher profit item? Sometimes you can't get rid of it because, all right, I may not sell a lot of, if I'm selling furniture, I may not sell a lot of, furniture sales, furniture maintenance products, cleanup products, but it's kind of expected that I have them on hand. All right. Maybe I can bundle them with the sale of the product, of the furniture, and often bundling gets me a higher price. Look, a lot of work, yes, but this is where the profits are. All right. Spend your time focusing on the products that you make the most profits from is the key very often to making more money. And you only do that after careful consideration of looking at your product line and starting a list of items that you also should drop or at least stop promoting. All right. And this can be for any kind of thing. I had a restaurant that looked at their product line and realized placement on their menu that had items that were predominantly placed on their menu that the profit margin was below the average for the company. And items that were making a lot of money were just little lines, or they weren't even being mentioned. So this is key. This is an important thing. And I know it's boring sometimes. People don't want to do this kind of work. It's more fun to go out and sell. But the trick to making money is to actually make sure that you increase your profit margins first, then increase your sales. Do it in that order. That's the key. All right. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Belial saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your week and weekend.